My brother came to me at 13. He said, listen, grandma lights off. We got to do something. And all our aunts smoked crack at the time. So it was like, it was easy.
Were you selling to your aunts?
Yeah, absolutely. So we deliver packages and products from point A to point B. Yeah.
Oh.
Car, SUV, pickup truck, minivan, cargo van to box truck.
You transport everything from what to what?
So that could be auto parts, medical specimens, medical equipment. We didn't deliver organs.
How are you guys involved in the organ trade? What exactly is your role in it?
You know, people come from other countries and they pay a little money. They need like livers, they need kidneys or stuff like that. Some people we just have to levantarla and llevarla. Porque cada un hígado nos cuesta $200,000, you know? It's a lot of money.
When I look at it and when I brand my business, we deliver everything but dead people.
I gotta ask, like, why not?
I was in the hospital for 5 days, and that was the first time I looked at my life and said, you know what, I gotta do something different. You know, I'm 20 years old making, $2,200 a week.
Unbelievable.
Legally. So this is the first time I ever seen real money legitimately. I didn't stop, but 2 years later, my right-hand man, which is my cousin, his house ended up getting raided. From that day forward, I never sold another one. I'm not even sure how it happened. I think, one of my little cousins got to arguing with another crew, and then whole brawl broke out. Next thing you know, I'm in 7-Eleven bleeding from head to toe.
Welcome to another edition of the Social Proof Podcast. We find dope people that did dope stuff who have receipts. You got receipts, right?
Absolutely.
A lot of them.
Just go to the Instagram.
For a long time?
For a long time.
How long you been in the game?
11 years.
11 years. Okay, pre-pandemic, my man. Okay. It's refreshing to talk to somebody who has, that's been in the game for a minute. So there are people who are, and no knock, because you got to start somewhere, right? But I'm having a challenge with people who have been teaching based off a successful season. You know what I mean? Because you don't know, what do you do when it's down?
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's a lot. This is my second go around. I failed before.
Really?
Yeah.
That actually makes me trust you more.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
This is my second time starting a business.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. So introduce yourself, man. What it is that you do as well.
Oh man, my name is Daeron Myers, man, and I'm the guy that take things from point A to point B and get paid for them with a vehicle. That's me in a nutshell. Just a guy who never gave up, you know what I'm saying? And now seeing the other side, coming from the bottom, now seeing the other side and seeing that it's a whole different lifestyle. So that's me in a nutshell.
Gotcha. So from point A to point B, trucking, car rentals, what?
No, so we deliver packages and products from point A to point B.
Like
so a courier delivery service. No
courier
rentals.
Delivery.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. You know what I thought? Because on your bio you got like a little truck. I'm like, oh, it's trucking. Then it was like transportation, which makes sense now. A courier delivery service.
Right. So that can go from car, SUV, pickup truck, minivan, cargo van to box truck.
You transport everything from what to what?
From a location to a location. So
from like, what are items that you deliver?
I mean, that could be anything. So that could be auto parts, medical specimens, medical equipment. We didn't deliver organs. So when I look at it and when I brand my business, we deliver everything but dead people.
I gotta ask, like, why not?
Nah, that ain't my thing. I let the morgue handle that.
Okay, all right, I'm just saying. I didn't know if it was all things delivery. You know what I mean?
Nah.
But is there like a moral thing around that you're not feeling, or what?
Nah, it's just I never got into that.
Let me ask: if someone called and said, "Yo, we got a few people that need to be transported," would you do it?
Would I do it?
Yeah.
I probably, if the price is right.
Okay. All right, so you deliver any of
I wouldn't
things?
even imagine strapping down some caskets. You know what I'm saying? Like, just with somebody in it.
Yeah,
like, that's just weird. Like, what?
Nah, I feel that. So, I actually, bro. And how long you been in the delivery business?
I started at 20.
You started at 20.
How 20, so I'm 32 now. So, we going on 12 years.
Yeah. I actually think you stole my idea.
Come on.
Because I had the idea, bro. Like, first, okay, you're not the first person to steal it. Rhodey stole it. You heard of Rhodey?
Of course, yeah, absolutely.
I stole it from him. I always thought it's a really, really good business to deliver things the same day, to have somebody, just like Uber, like, I need to get somewhere, come pick me up. And for a while, Uber didn't do it. You know what I mean? You can't just give a package. And I'm like, I'm about to start this business, but I'm an entrepreneur and I just be coming up with all kind of stuff. And I saw Rhodey do it, and then now you stole my idea, and then Uber does it now as well.
Yeah, they can't price right though.
What you mean?
Their pricing is low. So that you'll see them change their model. They just started delivering packages, but they in the mix of changing their model.
Their pricing is low.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So, say for instance, like if you send something from a location, a lot of drivers won't accept it. So now they're having that driver force battle at Uber.
Why? Why are they not accepting?
Their prices is low. They don't know how to price packages yet.
Oh. Oh, so a driver can see, y'all.
Yeah, if it's a package, like a lot of packages don't get delivered, and you'll see their pricing change, or you'll see them go away with it. But I think they will stick with it.
Got it. All right. So how did you get into first off, how big is your business?
We do probably 500,000 to 600,000 a year.
Delivering packages?
Yeah.
Do you deliver them yourself?
Yeah, I still hop in the truck. I don't jump in the car no more, but I'm in the box truck with the big money at. I started out my car, yeah.
All right, so how did you start the business?
So my uncle had came home from prison, and I was 20 years old. I'll be honest, I was in the streets, and he was like, this the way out, this independent courier thing. And I said, all right, cool, tell me more. He said he was making $3,000 a week, but the thing that got me, he said, I only work from 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. So I said, you got your whole day and you make this money? Like, let me know more. At the time, the contract was you had to be 21. I was 20.
What contract?
So he had a Hazen Transport. They had a contract with Office Depot. Yeah, they had the whole Office Depot contract. So I wanted to get into it. A couple months later, he came.
And I'm sorry, real quick.
Yeah.
What year is this?
2011.
So Office Depot is transporting stuff to where? Because this isn't before. You couldn't
offices.
like buy. Oh.
Yeah, so Office Depot outsourced their deliveries.
I didn't even think this was an industry. I thought if you had to send something, you had to send it through UPS or something like that.
Absolutely not. No, it's hundreds of thousands of small companies out here that do same day, next day, and routed work.
And they just hire their own team or employees or whatever to take this. You order something from, I guess it's not a consumer buying from Home Depot. It's like B2B.
It can be B2B or B2C.
Oh, I didn't even know that existed.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so Office Depot has this service, but they're not hiring. They didn't build out their own business. They hired your uncle, gave your uncle a contract.
No, so they outsourced this company called Hazen Transport.
Okay.
Now they give out subcontracts.
Oh.
Yeah. To owner operators, people with vans and cars.
Office Depot calls Hazen. Hazen gets
hire subcontractors.
Dang.
Yeah. So they don't own no equipment.
Why am I thinking so small? You know what I mean? Like if I'm thinking about a courier service, I'm thinking I need to get a bunch of trucks, get a bunch of my friends. Reese, you deliver this one, I'll deliver that one, and we build a business. But there's a company that had the idea to find companies who had the idea to deliver stuff.
Exactly.
Are you doing that?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna work for you, bro.
Like that Sprinter van you got outside?
Yeah.
Why is it sitting there?
I don't
You
know.
need to have that on a contract while it's moving. Now you get visibility and you make money.
Can I put that on a contract?
Come on now.
No way.
Come on now.
Really?
Absolutely.
Okay, what would I do?
Absolutely.
Because I got the Sprinter van. So for those that are listening, I have a Sprinter van, and I guess you pull up and you just see it, and you just see dollar signs, right?
Absolutely.
And I see, it's just the van. If we're going to transport something to something internally, but you're saying, would I hire my own driver?
Absolutely.
So hire a driver. That's marketing. Okay, so all right, before we finish the story, I'm gonna be selfish for a minute. How do I do this? How do I get my Sprinter van to make money?
Right. So the easiest way to do it is partner up with another courier company. Okay. They're notorious for pushing out contracts.
Can I work for you?
Yeah, you can.
So I can put my van on your service?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
we don't have business for you right now in Atlanta, but if we did, we could definitely outsource that, right?
Okay.
So you go on websites like CB Driver, CourierGigs.com, and literally they push out contracts all day long.
Hold on, bro. Just wait a minute, okay? You said give me one of the websites.
Right. So go to CourierGigs.com.
Courier.
Yep. COURIER gigs.com.
.com. Okay. Find your next courier job. Okay, where would I go?
Right. So just type in your city and your state.
So it says find your next courier job. Search thousands of courier opportunities. Oh, search by job. Is this job title meaning I need a courier or?
No, this just means that they're pushing out this is a platform where they push out the contracts. So courier companies are looking to subcontract people with cars, SUVs, minivans, Sprinter vans like yourself, and box trucks.
What, bruh? It's like 20 of them. So independent freight courier, courier driver, part-time, independent contractor courier, courier express. Wow. And it shows that the contract is a route or on demand.
Correct.
Give me the difference.
Yep. So routed would be like, say for instance, you go to a warehouse, they give you 10 stops. Mm-hmm. That's a route, right? Yeah. On demand is calling you, hey, can you take this delivery now? That's a yes or a no. Make sense?
Yo, it got the job hourly non-exempt compensation. I can make $150 to $400.
You don't do no hourly though. That's how you get stuck. You can't make money fast on hourly.
Okay.
You want to do all on demand because now it's a split. So say for example, if a company calls you and say, hey Dave, you got a Sprinter van, we got a delivery for $100. We doing a 70-30 split. So I'm gonna give you $70, but we gonna take $30 for giving you the business. Right. And now you can maximize that. You can't maximize that hour. I would don't ever take hourly if I was you in this industry.
Okay, this one says must provide own vehicle, so that's me. So some of them you have to provide your own vehicle, and some you don't.
Right. Yeah. So we only go after the ones we provide our own vehicle.
Why become a delivery partner? You choose your delivery blocks, drive fewer miles, make more money. Do you make more money doing this than like Uber or Lyft or something?
Absolutely.
So I can find somebody that Uber or Lyft right now, put them in my Sprinter van, they'll make more money and I'll make money.
Right. Why? Because Uber and Lyft, what they do, you can only take one person at a time.
True.
Packages don't care. Products don't care. So imagine you get business from 5 of these companies. It don't matter. They keeping you busy now. It don't matter. Like you throwing your packages in and now you deliver them. They don't care if they with somebody else or it doesn't matter. Nah. I never highly advise you just to get one. It's business on that app. You can get 5 deliveries. Imagine 5 companies giving you business on a daily basis or 10, keeping you busy.
Nah, that's crazy. You know what, bro? So there was this craze of, what's it called? Turo. For a while, right? I think everyone I knew. You still do Turo? A little bit? No. You do private rentals though? No, you don't do none of that no more. Okay. Yo, I think Turo done burnt everybody, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. But the philosophy was, let's get a bunch, take my car and rent it out, which makes sense, right? But then we go get a bunch of cars and, we got all of these loans. And we're making the money. So I think it did make some money, but for me, it was just doing too much, right? But for this courier process, I think I would rather, if you don't have a Sprinter van, just buy a Sprinter van because it's the same price as one of these cars that you're going to put on Turo anyway. And you could drive and make money or put somebody in that and make money. I want like 10 Sprinter vans.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna scale up to that. Yeah. Like start making some money, take the money, get another one, and then start scaling up. All right, how did you make I'm excited. And hey guys, send me a message if you live in Atlanta and you want to drive a courier, you want to do courier for me, and you want to drop Uber or Lyft. I am an entrepreneur, bro. I'm out here. There's a lot of things you can do with $500. I mean, you can have a night out with your significant other. You could buy some really expensive shoes. Well, really nice shoes are about double $500. You could buy a course where you can learn something for $500. But I have something better for you to do with the $500. I want to meet with you every single morning for the rest of your life. Well, maybe not the rest of your life, but every morning, Monday through Friday, for the rest of a year. I have information and game that have allowed me to build a successful business, a successful community, and a successful life all the way around. But I want to share that with you. But the only way we can accomplish this is not me selling you a course, not me giving you a one-on-one consultation, because even with that, you'll get the information, but you'll need more. I want to meet with you every single morning. Now, would I meet with someone every morning for $500 for a year? And the answer is yes. Actually, we've been doing this thing since 2017. We have what's called the Morning Meetup. Every single month, we have a theme, whether it's social media, whether it's motivation, whether it's strategy, whatever it is, we have a theme for the month. And every morning in that month, we have a conversation around that topic. And I am giving a wealth of knowledge, not only myself, but a lot of friends, a lot of people that you see on this podcast, they join every single week. So you need a community of people that you can grow with, and you need a coach. I'm your coach. The Morning Meetup is your community. Go to themorningmeetup.com. It's $499, and I will meet you every single morning for an entire year. Give it a shot. Okay. So how did you get into it? So your uncle had a contract with the company who had a contract with the companies. And how'd you get involved?
Right. So they needed a driver at the time. So they was like, hey, we're going to rent you the truck at the time. And then you just pay for the gas and we'll give you all the money.
Yeah.
So it sounded like a sweet deal for me.
Yeah.
I was just selling drugs at that time. So I was like, all right,
I'm used to delivering packages.
Let me make, that was the first time I'm 20 years old making, $2,200 a week.
Unbelievable.
Legally. So this is the first time I ever seen real money legitimately.
Yeah.
Right. So I did that for a couple of years. That's literally how I got started.
And that's how you got out the game.
Yeah. No.
Oh, you're still in it?
Yeah.
So you deliver from Office Depot, and then you make your drops. You make your drops everywhere.
I'll be doing it anyway, just a different product.
Right, for sure. Let me back up real quick. How did you get into that game?
Oh man, Pops was in it, Grandpa was in it, my older brothers. Yeah. My brother came to me at 13. He said, "Listen, Grandma lights off. We gotta do something." And all our aunts smoked crack at the time, so it was easy. He was like,
let's pick up your aunts just smoke crack? Like,
yeah. I mean, we come from that type of environment. You know what I mean?
Baltimore?
Yeah.
I can hear it in your tone. Yeah. So you grew up in Baltimore, you grew up in a rough neighborhood, I would imagine. Mm-hmm. And you and your 13-year-old brother says, we got to take care of Grandma.
Yep. We ain't had nothing to do.
So
he's like, this is what we gonna do. My oldest brother, he's 6 years older. He was big time in the streets anyway. So we looked up to him. He fresh feet, fresh jersey and all that. We went hand-me-downs. We hey, keep doing this.
Yeah. Did your older brother have any apprehension about putting you in the game?
Absolutely not. No.
Like
so they took him out, they waited till he was 18 and then they locked him up. And then, he would call home and be like, hey, y'all don't want to do this and all that. But by that time, we was like, we making money.
Yeah. Oh, so they knew for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, then they just waited till he's 18 so he can go to that big boy prison.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Mm-hmm. And seeing that, you don't have any thought in your mind like, maybe I should do something else.
No, I did at first. So my brother's 2 years older than me. So he came at me at 13. I was 11. I was like, man, I ain't doing that.
You were 11 at this time.
I was like, I ain't doing that. And then one day he just like, hey, hold my pack for a second. And I stood in the parking lot and I just, he was gone for like an hour and I seen like 700. I just made like 700 for him and I'm like, I'm in. I'm in. Like, you ain't about to show me this, I'm in. And it was easy because all our aunts were, they smoked and.
Were you selling to your aunts?
Yeah, absolutely.
You didn't
they was going to get it anyway.
Yeah, but you didn't feel no way about that.
I wouldn't do it to my mom, but I sell it to my aunts.
Got it.
My mom I wouldn't do that. But my aunts, yeah.
Yeah. Dang. How old are you?
I'm 32 now.
Got you. So you're in this game, obviously, and I would imagine it doesn't seem that bad because everybody's doing it and you're in this culture.
No, it wasn't bad at all. Nobody looked down upon it.
Yeah.
My grandma, she probably did, but she never really said anything.
So you enjoy it at this time?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And from 11 to, how long was you hustling?
So I hustled 11, and then I moved to New York with my mom because my grandmother ended up getting cancer, and I just focused on football. And I went to U Albany, got a scholarship, and I was focusing on that. And then I picked it back up after that ain't work out. I went to there for a semester. I worked for a year, and then I came back to Baltimore and got back with it.
Yeah.
So at 18.
Gotcha. How long have you been not hustling? How long have you been like completely legal?
Oh man, it's been like
You are completely legal,
like 8 years
right?
now.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Just double checking.
Like, yeah.
Hey man, my audience there, I'm sure they had the same question I had. All right, so for 8 years you've been, you're 32 now, which means at 26 you stopped.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And
Because I got stabbed at 24. I was in the hospital for 5 days, and that was the first time I looked at my life and said, you know what, I got to do something different. That was the first time I was able to sit down and talk to myself. I was in the hospital for 5 days. I got a scar from here to here. So I'm sitting there wide open. I can't get up on my own. I'm like, man, I can't keep doing this. That was the first time I had a real conversation with myself. So I didn't stop, but 2 years later, my right-hand man, which is my cousin, his house ended up getting raided. From that day forward, I never sold another one.
Because I mean, even at this point, you have the courier job now. You're making money.
Yeah.
You get
So what happened is, we ran the courier business to 23. Then Office Depot said, you know what, we cut the contract. So I was out of it. I was out of the business. But we were still in the streets, and I was just hustling, trying to, find an odd job. So I ended up getting stabbed, right? And then I thought to myself, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get a job. I'm gonna just fall back. I had changed my whole system. I stopped hanging out on the block. I stopped hanging out with people. And then I ended up meeting my fiance, and later on that year, we ended up getting together.
And you were out the game at this point.
Yep. And then later on that year, my cousin's crib ended up getting raided. That's when I was done.
Oh, so you're a trap queen. A little bit. No.
She took a couple rides with me.
Hey, you had one that was down with you in the mud. That's what's up.
But that's what made me stop though. When my cousin crib got raided, to see the fear in her eyes. That was like, all right, cool. Now I can't be playing around.
Yeah.
We got a house. We done bought a house together at this point. I'm like, I gotta do something different, right?
Yeah.
So I had a job. I was working at BB&T at the time, right? Trying to do right. But the checks wasn't checking. I'm like, hold up.
Yeah.
I stopped hustling. Now every check I'm into my stash.
Yeah.
I keep playing around, it's gonna get real ugly.
Yeah.
So that's how I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start this courier thing again. And that's when I started part-time again, after work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to get into that because I can't get this like story out of my head of like, was your stabbing drug related?
Nah, it was just some hood stuff.
What happened?
We was just at the bar, different sides end up happening, and just a whole mix up. I'm not even sure how it happened. I think, one of my little cousins got to arguing with another crew, and then whole brawl broke out. Next thing you know, I'm in 7-Eleven bleeding from head to toe.
Man. But I guess it's not that thing that said, okay, well, this is a result of me being in the streets. I guess it's just a result of not wanting that lifestyle and that group of people anymore, no?
Well, you got to think I had freedom. I could, hanging out every day. I ain't had nothing to wake up to, no responsibility. So I just wanted to change it up, change the whole situation.
Gotcha.
So I would hang out in, I'll be in clubs or bars from Wednesday to Monday. You know what I mean? Just because I ain't had no structure in my life, and I just wanted to switch it all up at that point.
Yeah, I think the story is really helping somebody, especially the people who are in that game because they wake up and it's the same thing, right? It's only so many chains you can buy or so many bottles you can buy, and you want some sort of structure and purpose for your life, right? But you gave all that up, and you're working a regular job.
Yeah.
Your friends call you a square a little bit.
Nah, not really.
Like, oh my man,
They like get back in the game. We suffering. I'm like, nah, I ain't going back there. We ain't doing that.
So you start this courier service back again,
Yep.
right? So did you buy your own truck?
I was with my car. I started in my car.
You started with your car.
Yeah,
So somebody who has a car right now can start the service?
absolutely.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
So I was working 9 to 5, and then from 5 to about 9, 10 at night, I would do my courier service, right? But the first day, this is the first time I ever found a contract on my own. This is the first time I ever did it on my own without my uncle. Remember, everything was given to me at first, right? So my first day, it changed my mind forever. Expedite delivery in Baltimore, I contracted with them. They gave
I'm
me
sorry,
4
did you just go on a website and sign up, or what was that process?
Yeah, so you can find contracts on Craigslist. So I just went on Craigslist. So they had the contract posted there. And my first day, they gave me 4 deliveries for like $40 a piece. And I mean, I did that in an hour. I was like, yo, I just made $160 legally in an hour. Why am I sitting here at BB&T making $28 an hour? That was the first time I sat to myself and said, why am I making money slow?
Yeah.
So that was the hook. I was like, yep, every day after work. And wifey right there, she would have my lunch pack. I come get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And jump back in the car and just be out there. And eventually I started making more money part-time than full-time.
Was she working at this time?
Yep.
Okay, so she's working a job, right? So you have a job, and how do you feel about this new lifestyle of like, yo, I'm just legal, I'm regular out here?
And I love it.
Yeah.
But I used to be up at night, you know, every little crack. I'd be like, man, what is that?
Yeah.
You know, having to, you know, it just wasn't looking over my shoulder all the time. And
Yeah.
so
Freeing.
I felt like relieved.
Good.
Like I figured something out that I can do.
Got you.
That related to the same thing that I was doing. I was just riding around and just dropping stuff off anyway.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh yeah, this is what I want to do. That was the first time I seen something that I want to lean into wholeheartedly. So
How long did it take you to quit your job?
man, it took me a while. I was nervous. I ain't gonna lie.
Really?
I was like, yo, because it was every 2 weeks. I'm like, I'm nervous. I don't know what I'm gonna make. But it got to the point where BB&T was now forming Truist. So they had switched my manager. So she came in and me and her didn't get along at all. So she really sped up the process.
Right.
I was like, yo, I'm out. And my fiance, she can tell you, I would come home and our relationship be right. Cause I come home, babe, I don't want to talk right now.
Yeah.
I just don't want to do it. Cause every day I had to wake up and listen to her. She would do stuff just to nag me. And I was like, you know what? One day I just sat there. I said, you know what? Yeah, they can have it. I walked out, never looked back.
Yeah. About how long was that?
So, man, that probably was like 6 months.
6 months. From the time you started the courier service.
Yeah, that's probably like 6 months. Cause I was like, I'm gonna do it. Then I would be like, nah, I'm gonna do it. Nah, I ain't about to do that.
These 6 months, was it all just from your car?
It was probably like 3 months from my car, and then I bought a cargo van off of Craigslist for $2,200.
So a cargo van off Craigslist.
Yeah.
And now you can deliver bigger packages.
Right.
Which pay more.
That's what, like, it was more money with the cargo van. Right. And then what happened is, while I was at work, I hired my cousin. I was like, you know what? I'm making all this money in the evening, but why is my van sitting during the day? So I hired him on another contract with a company called Spoke Logistics. It was the best thing and the worst thing, because I figured out how to make money without physically doing the work, but he just wasn't the right fit. Right. But then it also
cousin
showed
wasn't.
me, huh?
Your cousin wasn't the right fit.
No.
Why?
Boy would call off of work. You know what I mean? I ain't even gonna go there. Man, I had people calling me like, hey, you know, your driver ain't doing. Like, come on, man, you gotta get it right.
Okay, so I guess that's why you pull up and see my Sprinter van and see it sitting and you get triggered. Like, yo, why is that sitting there?
That's a cash machine right there.
Yo, that joint sits there all day too. All day, all week.
You ain't got no
all
racks in
month.
the back, no nothing, just clear space.
What's racks?
Like racks. Some Sprinter vans, they have racks.
No, it's no ride. No, it's no. It's just it's a Sprinter van, bro. With
It's an open back, or you got the seats and then a
nah, it's
cage?
just open. It's just a 2-seater.
You got a cage?
No.
Oh man, you playing around?
Should I get the cage?
Nah.
The cage is bad.
It's not bad, but don't get the cage because it's going to separate everything. Now you can go from the front to the back, right? No problem.
Yeah.
Nah.
So I can get this bag. Okay. All right. So you buy a Sprinter van for $2,200.
A cargo van, not a
A
Sprinter.
cargo van. What's the difference?
Sprinter van is more high roof. You can stand up in the back.
Got it. Okay.
Cargo van is more like your old school plumbing van.
Got it. Okay, we can stand up. Yeah, we can stand up.
Yeah.
Okay. So you get that for $2,200, and what do you do now? Because you're still just operating with the same contracts.
Yep.
And so how do we go to the next
I
one?
end up hiring my cousin for the day, and we running that. So I'm working. He's doing the contract during the day. We trading off at night. Right. I'm jumping in the cargo van at night, getting to my night work, and he ended up messing up. I'm battling with this new manager and not happy and not like corporate ain't what it was that I thought it was. So I end up just quitting. I fire him. I take over the contract during the day. Right. But the thing about it that I could do the same work at night I could do during the day. So I'm like, wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So now I instantly go from $28 an hour to now $500-$600 a day.
Crazy.
So it was the best decision I ever did in my life.
So anybody with a car right now can do this for sure.
1,000%, as you just seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are the downsides? Like there has to be some sort of
wear and tear on cars. There's low paying contracts that you can get into. Some areas is just harder to find business through partnerships because that's very easy because they push those contracts out all the time. So you got to go get direct contracts. Yeah.
I mean, obviously there's ups and downs of every single business.
But for the most part, you got to realize, like once I jumped in, I realized everything has to be delivered.
Yeah.
So it's
That's a fact.
If you got that hustle in you and that drive, it's like you can really, be self-employed and make your own way.
Gotcha. Do you have multiple vehicles running?
Now, yeah.
Yeah. How many you
cargo
got?
vans and box trucks.
How many you got?
We got 3 cargo vans and 3 box trucks.
So 3 cargo vans, 3 box trucks. Every single vehicle has its own driver.
Yep.
Like, yo, you take that home, go to work, go back and forth.
Right.
So how much do you get the contracts and just tell them where to go?
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
With that model, how much do you make, like percentage wise?
30%.
So 30%. So if they pay $1,000 for the day or 2 days or whatever, you get 300, they get 700.
Correct. So, just for easy math, yeah.
Okay. What's a typical contract?
So I try not to go after contracts that's less than $2,000 a week.
So so you don't do in my head, it's like, all right, the van is here, I have a driver.
Right.
Somebody calls and said they need to take this from here to here. You don't take those contracts.
Not for my drivers. So those on demand, so people like to know what they're getting paid, right? So I figured that out. So I put the drivers on the routes, right? So say for instance, it's a $2,000 a week contract. This is what we paying Monday through Friday. We're negotiated $2,000 a week. Okay, cool. Driver, this is what you're getting, $800 a week, right? Or if you're a good driver, you're getting $1,000. But I'm going to break it down to my driver by you get paid by the day. So every day you show up, you run this route, you get the 200 or you get the 165. Right?
But if the contract is let's say the contract is 2,000, if 70%. 70% of 2,000 is like 1,400. Or do you just say or are you saying I'm going to pay my driver this certain amount of money and I'm going to make sure that the money that I get isn't less than 30%?
Correct.
I got you.
Yep. So that's just driver expenses, insurance expenses, gas expenses, everything together. Probably equal out to that.
I see what you're saying. And you give them like a gas card?
Yep. A to B fuel.
How you know they not just running their own routes? Not their routes, but like going to pick up their kids and you know what I mean? All kind of weird stuff.
For one, we check the spending, but for two, there's a time limit on it. So they can only use the cards from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. So doing work, they should be filling up the truck.
Hold on, bro. You're saying the contract is $2,000 a week and you only work 4 hours?
No, that's the time limit they have to use the gas card. So you can set the limits on there. Yeah, so you don't want them to have it 24/7 because they might go at night and fill their truck up or fill their car up. Yeah.
True indeed. But I mean, they still could be running around in your truck just saving their own gas in their car.
Well, we got moto safety, so we got a thing that we put in that car so we can track and see exactly what they're doing.
Okay, so let's get into all these details of the things that need to be. I need to make sure because I got a Sprinter van out there.
Right.
I give it to Zell. He just as an example.
Man, got another job.
Yeah. I give it to Zell. Zell's like, all right, bet I'm gonna run this contract.
Right.
$1,000 a week. Cool. This is a really, really good job. So what are the things that I need to look out for as the owner of this van? Do I have a cargo van or a Sprinter? I have cargo, right? I have cargo?
You got
I have a
Sprinter.
Sprinter.
Yeah, yours is classified as a Sprinter.
Sprinter's bigger than cargo.
Yeah. Because you got a Ford Transit out there, right?
A what?
Ford Transit.
Maybe. I don't know. I bought that joint. It looked nice. They was like, yo, do you want it to have a high roof or a low roof? I was like,
You was confused.
High roof.
There you go.
I don't know. Like, it just seems like high is better than low. I don't know.
You did the right thing.
Okay. So one, I need a tracker.
Absolutely, yeah. You got to have a tracker. I would always get a tracker that one, you can track your vehicle, but two, now spits out a grade for your driver, right? So every time you speed and every time you slam on the brakes, it's tracking that. I want to know if you reckless, are you taking care, are you rushing, what are you doing, right? So that's one of the things that you need. Equipment-wise, you probably want some straps and you probably want a dolly.
I'm sorry, real quick. What is the name of the tracker that you use?
Moto Safely.
Moto
Safely. Yeah.
How much is it?
It's like, to buy them, it's like $35, and then it's like a $9 maintenance fee.
Oh.
A month, yeah.
So $9 a month. 30. That ain't bad at all. Okay. So you install the tracker where?
In the vehicle.
Where at? Actually, don't say where at because I'm gonna have to hide this place. I don't want to take my tracker off. Okay. So okay, that makes sense. What else?
Right. So you probably want to get your driver some straps and a dolly in case they have equipment they need to strap down or heavy equipment that they need to push on the dolly. Right.
And the driver is required to load the cargo themselves.
Absolutely. Depends on what they have, right? So if they get in the pallet in the back, then of course a forklift will load that. If they have like loose items that they break down, then they will be required to load that. Absolutely.
Got it. Okay. So straps and a dolly. Is there a training program that you take them through on how to strap something down?
For me, no, I teach them. It's not like a formal training program. I just, hey, this is how you strap something down.
Got it. Okay.
Right? It's very not difficult.
Believe it or not, I'm terrible at the strap down process because I just go extra with the strap. I'm just like, yo, we're just gonna strap everything that I see down. You know what I mean? Right. So, but you just kind of walk them through. Okay, this is how you strap something down.
Right.
This is how you safely use a dolly, stuff like that.
Right.
Okay. All right. Straps, dolly, tracking. Anything else?
Those are probably the main core things that you need. Yep. If you want to take it extreme, you could put a camera in your cab or your van or your car, whatever they're driving to do your deliveries. But I don't.
Why not?
For one, I trust my people. Right.
Do you?
To a certain extent.
I was gonna say, people, man, these humans, I tell you.
Right, I trust them to a certain extent, but I just don't want to invade nobody's privacy. I'm not here to do that. We here to do a job, and you here to get paid. That's it. Would you
get a camera? Would you get the camera? Would your camera up?
I would start with that one, but one slip.
They doing all kind of stuff weird in the van.
But you always, So
you feel me? No, that's where my mind goes.
And you need to set it. You need to set your inspections, man. Just check your truck, right? I would always get a report too.
Yeah.
Just a vehicle report. Hey, if you hear, see any lights, do anything, like I want you to inspect it every time you park your vehicle. If you can do that for me.
What happens if they get a moving violation?
They pay for it.
Run a red light.
They pay for it.
You ever had anybody not want to pay for it?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
We taking it out of their check.
So you just take it out of their check automatically? Mm-hmm. Good. Okay. Got you.
We taking it out of their check. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Also, if I'm going to get into it brand new, what should I consider when I'm starting to look at a vehicle?
So if you're going to get to a brand new, I would always start with the vehicle that I have, right? Mm-hmm. For one, you got to learn the process. For two, you got to get in the market to know what's the best for your market, right? Mm-hmm. So there might be a lot of medical work, small item things that you could now take your vehicle. There's no need to go get the van, right? Then if you look at your market, there might be a need for big and bulkier things that you might need the van, right? You can make more with that. But I always tell people, test the market, build your relationship, start with the vehicle that you have. The market will let you know when to upgrade, and the market will pay for your next vehicle.
Walk me through that process. For that happened for you.
What you mean?
The process where you're saying the market paid for your next vehicle.
Right. So for me, I started with a cargo van, right? Mm-hmm. So I was delivering small medical specimens. I would take them to the hospital. And then I realized there was a whole nother business of totes. So I got to asking questions to the people that I was contracting with. Hey, if I was to get a cargo van, what would that look like? Mm-hmm. On average, what does these contractors make? What does these business owners make? Well, they can make anywhere from $200 to $2,500 a week. And I'm, okay, what does that look like on a daily basis? I mean, 4 to 5 hours a day. Okay, I know to upgrade. I know to get into this, right? That's what it looked like for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which vehicle makes the most money?
Box truck by far.
Box truck.
For me. When I stepped into a box truck, that's when I was like, oh, this is.
Give me the difference.
This is, so let's say, for example, for one, the cargo van, say, for example, the pallet was too tall. Mm-hmm. I had to do more work, break it down in the back of my truck and do more physical labor, right? And it only might have paid $150 for the same delivery. For a box truck, probably pays double. Mm-hmm. I don't have to break it down, and I can just back up to somebody's dock and push it off.
Wow.
So it's easier work, and it pays more. Mm-hmm. Right? And I got more options with the box truck, whether I want to do furniture or I want to do pallets or I want to do dry ice bins, bread deliveries. So I have now I have that option as well. Appliances.
Do you still go through the broker, or do you get your own direct contracts?
Both. Yeah,
both.
So I came up through, partnership and contracts, the easiest way to do it. As you can see, they push them out all day long. And then I realized, like, you know what? If all they doing is going to get the contracts and subbing them out, I could do the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? But before that, when I was at Spoke and I started driving that vans, they came to me and said, do you have another van? Because we got more routes.
Wow.
Right? So when they came to me, I was like, yeah, I ain't got the van, but I went to go buy one that weekend. Put it out on Facebook. Her mom's friend became my driver.
Wow.
And that's how I got my second van. They asked me, could I do it again in Alexandria, Virginia? I said, y'all want to buy another van? I know some cats in D.C. that got a van that they ain't making no money. I said, you know what? I'm going to do a subcontract. So that was the first time I did a subcontract. Mm-hmm. So the route was $350 a day. I said, I'm going to pay you $275 a day every day you show up. And then they asked me to do it again and again and again. So that's how I really start subcontracting and work out. Now, this is through a broker or a courier company, however you want to terminology. And then I realized, you know what? They just going to companies who need deliveries, getting the contract and subbing it out. I'm going to start doing the same thing. You know what I mean? I'm going to start doing the same thing.
And what's that process like? Like, how do you decide what the company is, who you call?
At that time, I didn't know at all. I'm like, where do I start? I don't know how to market. I'm not good at sales. I would literally just go to the door and say, hey, I got a delivery company. I would put my cards on people's phones, and I got a website, and people would call in, right? And I was stuck for a while. And then I joined the association, the CLDA, Customized Logistics Delivery Association. I became a member of them. I went to their conference.
So there's an association, Customized
Logistics Delivery Association, yep.
So there's an association for delivery.
There's
This is a
plenty.
big business.
Yeah, there's plenty. Yeah.
So when you join the association, what do you get?
Right. So the thing about it is they literally bring in the companies who need delivery services and the delivery companies, and they put them in one room.
Really?
I said, yo, this is gold. I was like, this is what I've been looking for. And that's how I build a lot of relationships. Just go to those conferences every year.
I don't think people know about this like that.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
People might know about getting a contract from another courier company, but taking it to another level and really building your business, that's what people get stuck at all the time.
If I'm being honest, I've never heard of it. And I've met a lot of entrepreneurs.
Right.
Okay. I'm always talking to people on ways to make money, but I've never actually heard of someone doing this.
The rich
This
man,
is incredible.
The poor man's come up.
Bro, I mean, so you hear like Turo and car rentals and Airbnbs and stuff like that, which I tried them all, and it's just, it's not a not good business. It's just,
Right.
it just sucks, bro. You ever did Turo, Reese? You ever rent out your car? You don't do it no more, do you? Nope. See. Yeah, I know so many people that did it and just don't do it no more.
Right.
Airbnb, I did that. That was a headache for you renting your joints out. I had an apartment, $100 a day. You don't make no money there. Like, it's just, and this is incredible. So you can get a box truck, a Sprinter van, a cargo van, your car.
Car, SUV, pickup truck. Everything got to be delivered, man. It don't matter if it's paper, packaging, printing things.
What's the biggest issue with scaling it though? Because you got 6 now, which is a lot. Is that a lot in the grand scheme of things? I don't know. I don't know the industry.
No, not in the rooms I'm in now. No.
Yeah.
I'm a small fish. Just getting customers, getting direct customers. You know, it's because at that, especially the conferences I'm in, I'm competing with dudes who, you know, been in the game 50 years. You know, they got 300, fleet of 300 and access of, so, you know, but team, like you get the right partnerships and you get that right bulk of businesses, it can be very lucrative.
Man.
I'll tell you that.
But so it's more challenging to get a direct contract, but
Yeah, absolutely.
if you're just talking about like, it's easy to find a broker.
Absolutely.
Easy to find a broker. So anybody can get in the game. It's just getting to that next level of let me get my direct contract where I'm not splitting 30% with somebody.
Yep.
That's the challenge.
That's the challenge, right?
But I guess the longer you're in it, the better you get, the more relationships you build.
One of the key things that really opened the gate for me is I joined the Chamber of Commerce. I got the administrator to literally email blast all the members about my business, and people started calling me.
When you say people started calling, like who?
Like people from businesses said, "Hey, you know what? We send out this type of stuff, and we need our customers to get same day delivery. We would love to talk." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, figured out something." So that was one of the ways that I was able to get direct contracts too, joining the chamber. Also, what I would do, one of my strategies is literally to go after any company that's looking to hire a delivery driver. I would go after them and sell my service. Because you probably don't have a delivery driver, so your customers are suffering, right? You're probably not getting the most product out. But we got the service out here that, guess what? You don't need to use your own vehicles. Just pay us a flat fee.
Man.
You don't need to hire your employee and pay all that employee tax and everything. Just pay us a fee.
Yeah. That's smart. That's smart.
Right? So those are some things that we have done to now go get direct contracts and cut out the middleman. And that really moved the needle. And definitely joining the association.
Where is the biggest concentration of your businesses? Where at? Like, is it in Baltimore?
Yeah.
Okay, because y'all live there.
Yep.
Obviously not the same neighborhood you grew up in.
Nah. We live in the suburbs. We live in the suburbs now.
So, but I heard you mention Virginia. Oh, is that DMV? No.
Yeah, DMV, yep.
So that's the same DMV? DMV is Delaware.
No. DC, Maryland, Virginia.
DC, Maryland, Virginia. That is crazy. I'm from New Jersey and I just don't. Okay. I mean, I'm from the tri-state and I'll be always getting it mixed up. Anyway, so you have contracts in Virginia?
Yeah.
So what's the process of that? Like getting it out there, expanding.
So remember, the company came to me and told me they needed drivers in Virginia.
Yes.
Yeah.
So do you hire somebody in Virginia, or do you just have someone just drive?
No, we
there
hire
and
somebody that's local.
Got you.
Whether it
got
be,
you.
so Virginia and DC sit line to line. So my first driver was in DC. They just went over the bridge.
I got you. I
Right.
got you.
So anywhere like Sharon Hill, PA, Newark, Delaware, San Jose, California, Ogden, Utah. Like we just find drivers that's in there, right? Great platform to use, courierboard.com. Literally, you can find any drivers with any vehicle type. They have hundreds of thousands of small owner operators or independent contractors. You can hire a driver anywhere, right? So I always tell people, like, don't just look in your backyard, right? Because we got the whole United States to play with. It doesn't matter what a contract is. If you can find a driver, set a price, pay your driver, and you get paid without doing the work.
Okay. What is a $1,000 a week or a $2,000 a week contract look like in terms of work?
It all depends on what type of work, right? So say, for example, durable medical equipment. That's wheelchairs, breast pumps, all that type of stuff. You're probably, 15, 20 stops a day, right? You running on your own time. So they'll probably give you a time frame. Hey, you can pick up as early as this, but it has to be dropped off by this, right? Customers like their stuff to be dropped off before 8 p.m. So, however fast your driver can run that's what it looks like.
So a driver could take from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. to do all this stuff, or they could be like, yo, I'm about to knock this joint out. I'll be done by 1 o'clock. Oh.
Right? That's why we pay them per day, because if I paid them per hour, they would just melt the clock.
True.
So now it's on you. You're getting to make it as fast as you can so you can go get some other work.
Yeah. I like this, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I like this. And I'm really eager to try it. And actually, as you're talking, I'm thinking of all the people in my life that could actually drive that truck. When I get a contract from one of these brokers, what are they requiring of me?
Insurance. So you need insurance, probably like, $100,000 auto liability is the norm.
Okay.
Right.
Do I have that already? No, that's not.
Clean registration, clean driving record from your driver. They probably want to see that background, but very felony friendly. They just want to see, if you've been stealing. Yeah. That's been the hiccups. And pretty much that's simple. A picture, probably some pictures of your vehicle to see, is it in good shape?
That's it.
Yeah. Even if you ain't want to go get a contract, there's like 40 apps that you can literally get on that'll just send you deliveries all day, right? So say, for example, like this is an app right here. Like as I'm sitting here, you see this app is sending me deliveries.
Oh, dang, bro.
As I'm sitting right here, so
Yo, this is crazy. You got one now, 8 minutes ago, 17 minutes ago, 24 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago.
Though, right? Imagine, like you can get on all these apps. Imagine you got 20 apps sending you deliveries just like that. It's kind of hard for you not to get money when it's on your phone.
Yo, first off, why'd you get a delivery from Marietta to Athens? Stay out my hood, bro.
Because
why are you in Atlanta?
It follows you.
Oh, okay. All right, bro. Don't be trying to take all my business. I'm in the game now, okay? Don't be taking my... Okay, so this one says same-day delivery available requiring SUV-sized vehicle from Timonium to Cerverna Park, 36
that's
miles.
back home. Yeah.
Okay. On Wednesday, December. Okay. And there's all the stuff that can be done today or tomorrow. I see
Today,
like tomorrow.
It might be done today, or they might schedule it.
Wow, bro. This is did they show you how much money it's paying?
Yeah, so if I log into it,
can you show me one?
it might be gone now because I haven't got into it, but let me see.
Bro, they keep sending. One just got sent to you just
Yeah,
now.
let me see. But they go fast on these apps.
So, oh goodness gracious. So, if somebody wants to get into the courier space, if they have, and I saw one for SUV, or if you have a courier van or whatever, you can sit on this app all day and just wait for them to send you money.
Yeah, there's plenty of apps. Yep.
Incredible. You plan on scaling more? Do you want to get to 30
What
vehicles.
that say? Little $72 in a car.
Light low 72 from Forest Park. Bro, don't be taking. Yo, listen, go home. Go home, Roger. So, yo, show me another one. Show me another one that's maybe like a box truck. That's pretty cool. $70-something to go drop.
Some box truck money right there. I don't know that area, but it picked up. But I don't like.
Hold on.
Quick little $540.
$540 to go from Tuscaloosa.
And I would have to map it to see if that's too long, but
I'm gonna map it right now, bro. What are we talking about? I'm here right now. I'm trying to paint a picture. Hold on.
Nah, because you can.
I'm trying to get money. Okay, slow down, bro. Chill. Let me do this. All right. So Tuscaloosa to Tuscaloosa to Chattanooga.
How far is that?
It's a 3-hour drive for $540 though.
So 3-hour drive. So you talking
Would
about
you take
6.5 hours a day of work for $540 if I ain't had nothing to do?
Right.
I send somebody and pay them $175 to do it for me. I probably wouldn't do it myself.
So 3 hours there, 3 hours back. For $540, I give you half of that. Y'all give you $250. $250 for the day. That's 28. You said $28 an hour times 6 hours is $150.
Come on, bro.
Bro, it's up. It's up from here.
Yeah.
This is exciting, bro. This is exciting. And you said you could bid on it.
Yeah, you can bet on that.
What do you mean? You can say I want more money?
Yeah.
Bro, like you said, I ain't had nothing to
Right.
do.
So every delivery, how you see, click here to place your bid. I can go higher than that.
So that $72 joint, you can be like, yo, I do it for $120. Just give me a code out.
Yeah. Let it sit on there. I got you.
Have you bid up before?
Absolutely. All the
Give
time.
me an example.
So a delivery like this, say for example, $72, I'm always bidding up.
So what would you bid up to?
I probably something like that. I probably do put like $30 on top of it,
100?
just to see. Yeah.
And then send somebody, because that's probably not a long trip.
Nah, that's probably like 20 minutes.
It's up, bro. What is okay? So what is one of the? I don't know if I asked you this, but what is one of the issues with scaling?
One of the issues, for one, probably. So two issues, right? So one, lack of capital if you're scaling your fleet, right? Number two, getting contracts that pay a lot if you're scaling through subcontractors, right?
Yeah.
Just think about it. If Dave got his own cargo van, Sprinter van, and I'm giving him $250 a day on a subcontract, soon as he hit $300 a day, he gone. Right? You understand what I'm
so
saying?
you lose drivers.
Because now you got the leverage. It's like, I got everything. I got the vehicle, I got my insurance and all that. It's no loyalty. Right? So you get more loyalty if you hire a driver driving your vehicle, because you can't leave with my vehicle.
I see. I see. So find people who don't have the vehicle. You got the vehicle. You
Right.
put them in it, and this is just their job because they're not necessarily trying to go get a box truck or you know what I mean.
Right.
Because I guess it is a lot of transparency in knowing what these jobs are paying or what you could get after you're in it for a while.
Yep.
Dang, this is dope.
Yep. So you will have you know, especially if you're scaling through subcontractors, man, because the next thing that's better than yours, they gone.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a lot of turnover, and then, you know, you get reputation. Then the client's not happy because their stuff not getting delivered, and then so.
But if you find a good driver,
Oh, yeah.
you got a vehicle, it's up.
And stuck.
Yeah. I'm doing it, bro.
Right.
I'm doing it.
Or even if you just starting off yourself. Remember you working at the Cheesecake Factory. You had a car driving to the Cheesecake Factory?
Yeah.
How much you made on a daily basis?
At the Cheesecake Factory?
Yeah.
Oh, it depends. You know what I mean? Like one day I could make nothing. You know what I mean? One day I could have a couple tables. Everybody, no matter what the bill is, they give me $5, and it's just one of those days where you're like, I got to do something different. I'm
And
about
you
to
don't
go
even
sell
realize
drugs.
the car that's taking you there, you could be doing so much more with.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
Working on your own terms, making your own schedule.
Yeah, so like the $72 contract, if that's 20 minutes away, you know how many tables I gotta serve to make $72? Yeah. All right, it's up. Say
Imagine
less.
if you're making $20 an hour, you gotta work 3.5 hours to make that?
It's up, bro. It's up. All right, man. You sold me. Give me the course.
Only one platform.
Give me the course. Do you have a program that you can help people get into? Okay.
Yeah,
and that kind of goes into like all the nuts and bolts and things you need to consider?
Oh yeah, absolutely. From literally from starting to finish, like, you know, the literally maximizing your vehicle. The first thing we teach in our program, right? Second thing, how to become a master contractor, where now you get a bulk of work or contracts, and now you can go sub it out, whether you buy your fleet or whether you sub it out to another contractor, and then transition into really growing and getting direct contracts. Yep.
Got it.
So that's the Courier Business Academy, the CBA. And really, you know, I only started teaching because my cousin who house got raided, he the one that wanted to get taught because he was working at Lowe's, and he was like, bro, I can't do this.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So he's in the game now?
Yeah. Yep. He got 3 vans. Yep.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what's up.
He living good now.
That's what's up, bro.
Yeah. Anybody that's around me, man, I try to tell him. I told him, I said, like, you would be delivering something anyway.
Yeah.
It just would be illegal. Like, you might as well just do it.
Yeah.
Right? Imagine you get, you know, 3 deliveries for $70 and you do that in 1 hour. You'll start realizing, like, okay, now I can control my own destiny. I can become my own producer. And that's what it did for me. So I was like, you know what? I'm not making money slow anymore. This is what I want to do. This is the thing. And I'm just growing it.
I like it. I like it, man. Hey, I don't know how much your program is, but can my audience have a discount?
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Okay. Promo code social proof. I don't know what the discount's going to be, but just promo code social proof. Just I try to I try to ask. You know what I mean? To see if somebody might
Hey Dave, I got you.
have
man.
a couple dollars and they're like, yo, okay, I'm ready. So say it again. It's for me. I'm just going to test it to see if it works. I'm about to text my wife like, yo, just check this joint out real quick, just to make sure it works.
Oh man, she can get on, she can download apps right on her phone and be up and running in 3-4 days.
Really?
Yeah, just apps. That's just apps. We didn't get to the contracts yet. I could put on 10 apps and she'd be like, babe, my phone won't stop pinging and ringing.
It's
What car she drive?
she got like a little Mercedes truck. We about to get a bigger SUV.
She
though.
could do that thing just to pay her car note and just leave it alone for the rest of the month.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Yo, well, I appreciate you enlightening me on this industry, man, because I literally never had this conversation with anybody. So there's a couple, they do like box trucks, and maybe this is what they was talking about. Maybe. I don't know. Yes, but this is very enlightening because it seems like anybody could do it.
Right.
If you're driving right now, this is something you need to strongly consider.
Yeah, so
at least stop doing Uber and Lyft right now. Jump into this so you can see, because you can't scale in Uber, right? You can get into the Courier service, then learn the logistics, how it works, then get a bigger vehicle than a box truck, and you kind of start your journey right now.
Yeah. So with the box truck, it's probably over the road a lot of times.
Yeah.
So you're away from your family.
Yeah.
Right. You sleeping in your
They ain't
truck.
got no family, bro. They out here. It's a hungry hustle. Like, yo, bro, I ain't got no wife, no kids, no husband, none of that. I am going.
That gotta be crazy. So the Courier thing is all local. I'm talking about 20 miles here, 10 miles here, 30 miles here.
Just run
so
around
you
your
home
city.
and you waking up to your family every day. So why? Like even truckers now are saying, you know what? I'm tired of buying these expensive trucks, getting an insurance, and now I'm away from my family. I'm missing my kids grow up. And they can just come home and jump in that car and get to it.
All right, man. It's up. Listen, there's a link here. Use code social proof, man, for a discount. Yo, I really appreciate you jumping in, man. Because this is a really, really good conversation. I think it's going to help a lot of people. So last question. What do you see yourself accomplishing in the next 5 years?
Man.
And the only reason I'm asking is because, and be careful, because I'm going to watch this interview 5 years from today. And I want to be able to say, yo, he said he was going to do it, and he did it.
Building the software, the Uber for packages, the next 5 years, right? So you see Roadie, you see companies trying to do it, but I don't think they know really how to bring it to the small businesses and the everyday consumer, where a customer, you know, anybody can say, I got to send this painting to my cousin, or I got to send this cake to my cousin, and they can just get on the app and send it right there, all for packages, all for small businesses in the next 5 years. Look out for that. Look out for that.
Done. All right, the clock has started.
Let's get it.
I love it. Man, thank you so much for joining, man. Please let everybody know how to find you, and close us out with a word of wisdom.
Oh, man, you can find me on Instagram, Daeron Myers, so DAERONMYERS_, okay? Has to have a blue check or it's not me, okay? Word of wisdom, y'all. Listen, it don't matter where you at. It don't matter if you think that you're imperfect. It don't matter if you grew up in the city, what your mom did, the traumas did. You can change your life, right? But the only person that can change it is if you look in the mirror and say, I'm going to change and be intentional every single day, right? Get around people who are greater than you, wiser than you, because they're the ones that's going to give you the belief to go to the next level. And just, be okay with losing your old self, because the new you is going to be the greater you.
There it is. Listen, man, you can't close it out no better than that, man. Do yourself a favor, okay? Go follow Daeron. I'm saying it right? Daeron?
Yeah.
It's a cool name. I thought when I read it, it was Daeron. I was like, oh, he just spells it different, but it sounds cool. Okay. Make sure you follow Daeron, man. This is not just cap. I am going to put that van to work, okay? So do me a favor. In the chat, when you're watching this, okay, ask me the question just to make sure. I need some accountability to make sure that thing is not sitting out there collecting dust. But make sure you follow Daeron, and also do yourself a favor, man. Go get you some social proof, meaning go build something really, really big, become successful, but come back to your community and teach them how you've done it. It's the only way our community grows, all right? We out of here. Peace. If you like the video that you just watched, click this one. You're going to like this one, maybe even more.